Going to make the call here. Fair enough. So feels like a fucking 7. Made the call. Made the re-steal with 6s. Whew. Whew. Gotta do some thuggy stuff sometimes. Gotta make some moves sometimes. Whew. Didn't want to make that call. Guy was convincing. Sizing was convincing. I was like, oh, fuck. Sucks. Alright. I don't know what the fuck I got here. Betting like this is like very, very from out of position, like with this hand class, very rarely gonna be bad. I definitely didn't like. I guess I could have gone like check, check, flop, check, call, turn. That's possible. That would suck. Then that line would suck. But it's, yeah, then it would suck. I don't really remember how I got there. It's busy basking in the glory of the previous decision. I'm gonna fold this versus double barrel. There's our 530. Getting ace jack offsuit in small blind. Put the c-bet on the flop, although I don't mind checking. It's a pretty good turn. It's a pretty good river too. Oof. Top set, hey? That's painful. Happens though. So we re-entered. Opened up queens. Pretty good flop. I'm gonna check, but I think betting's good. Gonna show down my queen high. And lose. It's like this hand doesn't go anywhere. I mean, it's like if you have it, you have it. That's great. He didn't have it. He had a flush draw. And unfortunately, he spiked on the river. Going to jam the ace jack off for 16. Oh shit, I restole ace jack. Got cold called by king queen offsuit. What the fuck? Let's play that one again. So over here, there's no KO on my head. I just rejam 16 big and this guy just dumps it in with king queen off. People trying to get me because I'm a party pro or something. What's up with that? What's up with that? So ace jack here was a really sexy hand on the flop. Still a sexy hand, but it's not as sexy as it was. Go ahead and put out a bet. We get counterfeit. Sucks. I'm not really enthusiastic about that fold. Amplify you. What's the thought process for each hand? Same thing. BBZ seminars, bbzpoker.com. I don't like bubbling, but sand's going in, so expect 0% sets from our opponent here. Two pair just got counterfeit. We lose the trips, which was bluffing on the flop, and called the 2-bet, which is totally possible. We'll lose like some 3, like king 3 or something with a king of clubs. Sometimes. That's a really fucking annoying river. I think I'm gonna have to call it off. Lose to a 10, beat a flush draw. Sucks. I don't think check folding that river is like the world's greatest idea or anything. That's annoying though. It's annoying. put out a stab. I'm going to overbet the turn. I think checking's fine, though. Seems like a good way to shove the river. When I decide to bluff. Would appreciate a fold. Would be nice. But for what it's worth, I appreciate the not snap call. That's good too. Appreciate folds more though. Thank you! Preach! Alright. Making fucking moves today. Playing well. I'm happy with how I'm playing. But I'm not making any money. Unfortunately. Just gonna jam this. Gonna lose a lot. But I think this is one of the better answers in this scenario that I have available to me. Okay. $30 big blinds, king jack off. Actually, I don't really think this is how I want to shove, so I'm gonna call. Well, we're not folding top pair, top like second kicker, so it's fade. Sad face. Oh my gosh. Limp the small blind, stab the flop, seems fine. I'm going to keep betting, but keep it small. Check raising over here. Spot kind of sucks. Feels like I should probably call it off, to be honest. Given the KO, I just think I'm going to have enough equity most of the time. Definitely had enough equity against that hand. Alright, well. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10, ladies and gentlemen. The check raise on the flop, plus turn c-bet to a small sizing, took it down. What's this guy thinking about? He had me, I just actually reread the board. I'm like, the board is fucking straight, right? Like, what are you thinking about? Big call. Big call. Good job, Elliot. I mean, it sucks when he chooses this sizing, like, but the bottom line is the player had 25 bigs to start the hand. There's a KO on his head, so we're running it. Like, it feels like aces now, like spooky. Oh well. Like, yeah, he's like, I'm trying to bluff you off with like king queen suited, and it's like, it doesn't fucking work. Cause like I don't give a shit about like you trying to pretend like you have aces. Not folding to the pretender. Jordan, what do you generally do in the break? Well, if my family's at home, then I talk to my wife and daughter. Pretty much on every break, if they're home. But they're not home right now. It's just me. Just me. So if you're watching the stream and you wanted to rob me, now would be a good time. I'd rather do it when my kids, wife and kid aren't at home. So, yeah. So, like, that's a stupid joke. Because I don't want you to rob me at all. And, yeah. So, what do I do on breaks? I hang out with my wife and kid for the most part. When I'm not hanging out with my wife and kid, what do? Oftentimes, I'm reloading water. Sometimes I'm taking a piss. And other times I'm just like thinking, you know, like I'll be thinking about like hands. But like if I'm in this room with you guys, it's a little bit, it's just like harder because like I'm trying to talk, and then sometimes like there'll be a hand that I want to think about more, and I can't really do it in here unless I'm gonna like talk openly about like everything that's in my head, which is oftentimes not the way that I want to behave. So oftentimes I'm just thinking about hands and shit. So put out a small 3-bet, I could have shoved. Okay, expect this to be like king X the vast majority of the time, but we're fine running it. It's not a big deal. Ooh, we don't want to see that one. I don't actually expect it to be a set. Like, much. So that was a bit disappointing. That was deflating. That was deflating. I didn't expect to be up against the set there. Good old kings. Fade the 3 and the ace. There we go. There we go. Gotta keep building. Hey guys, sorry for the rude interruption, but we have got one quick major BBZ announcement. One Connor B1, aka the #1 ranked player in the world, aka the best player to ever come out of BBZ Poker, is now creating content for the site. He's got a new video up with me on bbzpoker.com. You should all go check it out right now. And with that, you can get back to your video. I'm gonna call. I think I'm gonna call. I could shove, right? I'm thinking about that too. This is an interesting spot. I'm just gonna jam though. I'm gonna get snapped here by like big hands. It's gonna look kind of annoying, but it happens sometimes. And yeah, it's not like I encourage cheating or anything, but it's just reality. That's how I got through most of high school. And horrible mistake, but really expensive mistake because I had to go learn this shit later. On Khan Academy, which for those of you that don't have math skills, Khan Academy is your friend if you don't want to spend money. We've invested in other staking businesses independently, but in the same business that's not mine. So we've been working together for a while, on and off, but we've been doing lunches for years, just hanging out, going to the gym, doing human shit. Shit all the rest of you do. Okay, I'm gonna call. Kind of sucks, because I expect this to be like... I'm only bluffing because I have 9 high. I expect this to be an ace like a lot. Yeah. I expect this to be an ace a lot. I would have checked everything else. Obviously we're getting called here. By the old 6-3. Uh-oh. Fuck. It's okay though. It's just one of those days. Good luck us with the 8s. Kinda want to flip. It's not the worst start. There we go. And we do it. Very nice. And down here. Jack pairs, big blind leads. So I'm just gonna call. So this did take it down on the turn. Oops. Going to raise call the ace queen suited. Two betting here. Going to double float here. You can call. Alright, obviously we can't fold here, so it's gonna suck to lose to aces and kings sometimes. It'll be annoying, but alright, so this is the one of the last few hands we're gonna be playing. Gonna bet a little bit bigger here. Just gonna complete the small blind here. And putting out a small bet. I believe that this is gonna be like queen high flush draws a decent chunk of the time. Mostly I think it's gonna be 7 deuce suited. 7-2 offsuit, whatever, 7 deuce specifically. So I think that against that hand I have to call. Ooh, free rolling king 5 of spades. Oof, oof, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so sexy. Yes, we do. Oh, that's the best. Just like get it in there, have no risk, run it with the flush draw, can't lose. Oh, that's so nice. And then you win. Oh God. That's so nice. There's no 6 there. The dream has died a little bit. I'm still going to make this call. I'm not like jumping up and down making the call, but I'm still making the call. That's the bet size I would be using, so it's not really surprising. It's a good one. We double float this hand. This hand doesn't fold here. Has nothing to do with my opponent. It's just hand just calls twice. This hand doesn't bluff, but it loses a lot. We bluff with other stuff. It's not surprising. Yeah, happens. We beat a few hands. We beat like ace queen of clubs that's giving up or something, or like king queen of clubs that's giving up because it's got bad blockers. We beat some stuff along those lines. We lose to a bunch of other shit. We lose to a lot. But it's better to call 6s than a lot of other hands that I'm likely to have on the turn. So we call. Oh, look at this. Look at all this shit. Look at all this. Louis? What are you trying to do, Louis? You have aces, Louis? What are you trying to do? What are you doing? Alright, Louis. I got 10 out of diamonds. I'll be honest. My hand's pretty good on this flop. Thank you. So I open the button. Simon called pre-flop. I check back the flop. And Simon's betting the turn. I am going to 2-bet here. But I don't think this is fucking amazing. It's definitely no panacea. Calling's good. Gonna get jammed on sometimes. I isolated the cutoff flimp and stabbed the flop. What the fuck is that? What is this? What is this? Donk bet for 1.5x pot when I have 100% coverage of the nuts. What is that? I'm not sure what that is. Are we supposed to do that? This is supposed to be good. Am I supposed to do that? Is that a line I'm supposed to take sometimes? I'm just gonna keep checking. Spot's close, I could play this hand in multiple ways. Just choosing to play it this way. Looks like we might get called, which would suck. Okay, get called by ace 4. Got a spike. Still got a spike. Don't spike. That sucks. Probably gonna be rejamming on this Bart Onsman. Gotta win a flip. It's a good start. It's a good turn. Yes! There we go. Don't mind getting walked. Do not mind that at all. Alright guys, we're gonna jam now. Hope to get a fold. Oops, we don't want that to call. That sucks. Take an 8, take a 5. I'm out. Jeej. Happens. That happens. It's expensive, but it happens. E6. is... So now we're going to try to win this 320 WPT satellite. Gonna re-steal. Pretty standard spot to take. Obviously hoping for folds. Really hoping for calls and then 2 deuces on the flop, to be honest with you, but if I can't get that, I'll take a fold. Like I said, 2 deuces on the flop. That's not the flop. That's not the turn. And that ain't the river. Sad face. Obviously, we're going to call here. Expect to get jammed on. Heaps. Ace king into queen 7. Let's hold. Well, that's a bad flop. Let's hold. That's a bad turn. Fuck. So there goes all the 320s. Sad face. Still going to call here. Sad face. Wouldn't mind spiking an 8. That's not an 8. Don't know if you guys knew that, but that's not an 8. Pretty standard spot to call though, so I'm not worried about it. 5 big blinds. We are down on our luck right now. We got to spin it up, but we're probably going away. So make sure that you guys are following me on Twitch. I think it makes, like, I started thinking about it a little bit on some of the breaks, and I think it makes some sense in some respects. Like, I think my 2-bet range on the turn probably doesn't involve flush draws. And maybe things like that. 2-bet range is like polarized but strong, and so he's supposed to shove flush completing rivers. It's possible that's how it works, but I'm going to check. Yeah, so the introduction to quantitative strategies video, the videos that I've shot with Parker, that's a dangerous flop for me. We could win though. We could still win. Then we lost. And Connor, currently ranked #1 player in the world on Pocket Fives. He's got content with me on BBZPoker.com. Ape Styles, super badass, creating content for the seminars, which, for those of you that are professional players, if you have not at least checked out the seminars and you're a professional player, if I was you, I would have done it. Like, I would have at least checked it out. So, all right, guys, thanks very much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. And good luck to all of you who are grinding. I'll probably be back tomorrow with another stream. So I'm probably streaming again tomorrow. Same time. So, same games. Probably. Ish. So, I plan on playing tournaments. All right? Talk to you guys later. Cheers guys. Bye-bye.